everything is getting more expensive, but not your forecast.
No,
it's
the
free.
forecast is still free.
It's free.
I might start charging pretty soon.
I think you should.
You put a quarter in your TV every time I come.
I mean, in hurricane season, that's a lot.
Oh,
you could really cash in on
I
that.
could really take that to the bank.
Right.
If I can only somehow monetize this, I'll work on it.
Let's work on that.
We were talking about YouTube sensations. That's what I need to become.
That's it.
YouTube sensation.
YouTuber.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. All right, most of our rain is gone. Had a little shower that was around Amite, had a weekend, and for the most part, we're going to be quieter for the rest of the night, with the exception of maybe some storms up to our north. We'll talk about those in a second. But it was at times had a few downpours, but rain coverage was not nearly what we had previously. Notice most of our official observing stations, nothing. Had a little more than a trace of rain, 0.06 of an inch downtown, nothing at Kenner. And actually, we had a bit more cloudiness, especially on the South Shore, despite the fact that we didn't see as much rain coverage, but that did help our temperatures. Most of the day today, we spent in the 80s, that briefly hit 90 degrees for a high this afternoon. Well, not this afternoon. It was this morning at just about 10:30. Our low was 77 just a few hours before that. So the hottest part of the day was early, at least on the South Shore, because then we started to see some rain development, but mostly cloudy skies would help to keep our temperatures down. It's currently 86 degrees right now with the wind out of the south at 11 miles an hour. We had more 80s for the better part of the afternoon on the South Shore, but we did see more sun North Shore and farther into Mississippi, and easily got into the low mid-90s there. Some good news in case you missed it. That area that we had been talking about over the last several days has just about completely fallen apart. Hurricane Center, as of this morning, gave it a 0% chance of developing, so now we are not expecting any development across the Atlantic Basin for at least the next 5 days, and models continue to keep us very quiet. So we're not really focused down in the tropics right now. We're looking at some storms that are racing across central Mississippi, some severe weather as well. Now, this was the area that I'd mentioned as being highlighted at a slight risk for severe storms. This cluster is going to be moving south, but as it does, it'll be weakening. So if there's even any rainfall left over, it may be parts of the North Shore after about 11 o'clock or so could see some of that, but models really kind of make all of that rain fall apart, or allow the rain to fall apart really before it even gets here. So maybe some stray showers around Kentwood, Amite, toward Baton Rouge, and then weakening. Now tomorrow, a different story. We are expecting more rain development. Now there is no severe risk, but a risk of some of those downpours that lead to localized flooding. May see a few more of those. While I still don't think it's going to be a widespread issue, we could see more pockets of those heavy downpours and the excessive rainfall rates that do lead to flooding. And so for tomorrow, just about the entirety of our viewing area is under a level 2 of 4 for flooding rains. And again, this is not going to be a widespread issue, but maybe more than just an isolated downpour. Might see more scattered downpours that could lead to flooding. Then on Friday, still a flooding threat, mainly from the city. Now, they do include parts of the North Shore, but really it's from the city down toward the coast before all of the rainfall really starts moving out of the area. Rainfall totals over the next several days are far less than what we had at one time thought. Again, at one time we thought we'd see more organization from our tropical system, and that has not happened. So we still could see kind of a broad brush, another 1 to 2, maybe inches of rain, maybe a broad brush 2 to 3. Certainly some pockets of those kind of totals are possible as we head into the next couple of days, but the flooding threat widespread really is not there. And tomorrow does look to be the wettest of the days looking forward, with rain chances kind of fluctuating up and down. As a matter of fact, this weekend is looking to be a little bit drier. At least we have had the rainfall to start to eat into our rain deficit. It's a little bit of a deficit for the month, but not as bad. And we no longer have that widespread drought across southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi. In fact, most of us have no drought at all, still kind of exceptionally dry across parts of the coast, or kind of a low end or moderate drought down toward the coastal locations. But where we had started out the summer and really ended the spring with a more significant drought has really eroded away. Our high temperatures really dependent upon how much rain we see, or when the rain really develops. So I keep us in the 80s tomorrow, then drier as we head into the weekend. No day does we look to be completely dry, but certainly fewer showers. A little upper disturbance might help to trigger more rain late Sunday and into Monday, and then more of a normal summer pattern by next Tuesday and Wednesday.